lot of Americans do, the majority in some surveys. Why?
Hey guys, welcome back to a new video.
Hate?
It's about Donald Trump.
It is a hateful symbol. It is a symbol of hate against immigrants. It is a symbol of hate against Mexican immigrants, which, you know, the president, the Mr. Trump ran his campaign on. So I do still view the.
But why is it a symbol of hate?
Hold on.
Why is it? I just want to get to the bottom of this, because you're throwing around language that has an effect on people's attitudes, and it's pretty heavy duty because it presumes motives that you can't know. You don't know that people who support the wall hate Mexican immigrants. A lot of people coming across the border are not from Mexico, as you know. They're Central Americans. Is it legitimate? Is it morally legitimate for an American to say, I want control of who comes into my country, and we don't have that, and so a wall will reestablish that control? For you to denounce that as hate seems a little much.
And I would absolutely welcome a conversation about how do we create a system by which people can come here legally that will benefit
I came here legally.
that
I
will
was here.
increase tax revenue, that will increase economic activity. So we should have that conversation.
Well, we're having that conversation now, and you're not answering, with respect, you're not answering my question. You're not answering the key question here. Well, let's get to another question.
I am answering the question. The question
why
is
it a symbol of hate for people to disagree with you on the wall?
As a Mexican immigrant, I can have an opinion that wall to me symbolizes a symbol.
I'm merely asking you to explain your opinion. I'm not challenging your right to have one. I think you have a right to have any opinion you want, but I think I have a right to ask you what you're talking about, and you can't explain it. So let's move on to the next question, which is really simple. How many people should we allow into this country illegally every year? Let's be precise, since you do this for a living. How many people should we allow in illegally every year?
I don't think that we should allow people illegally into the country. I think that we should create a pathway so that people can come into the country legally. I never had to cross the border illegally. I came here on a tourist visa.
Right.
So I don't know what it's like to risk your life to come here, but many people do die trying to come to our country.
They sure do.
And so I want to have a way so that people who want to come work in this country can come work in this country legally.
Okay, how many? There are 320 million people in the country. Again, you do this for a living. This is not something that you haven't thought about, presumably. Yeah. How many people should we let in every year? We let in about 1.5 million legally. What should that number be? And we're interested in the answer. I certainly am. What is it?
Yeah, I think that we have to have a deeper conversation to come up with a number that makes sense. But, you know, the number right now, for example, when we talk about high-skilled worker visas, HB1 visas, we only have 85,000 visas that we give out